Always a catch, How I Punched My Way into Marrying a Prince opens with a sort of bait and switch, cancelled engagement, miscommunication thing. But because of that, it left me struggling to accept the 180 Renato did within the first two episodes.
I wish we had been given his perspective or explanation of this encounter sooner than they did.
Yeah, doing that in the final minutes of the final episode was not fair to him, especially since he moves so fast into asking Mimi to marry him. She gets swept up in his affections and quick actions without any qualms, and it kind of felt as if she would have just accepted any marriage proposal. Like, she had said that she didn't find any guys to her taste in her own kingdom, and that's why she came to study abroad, but then she didn't give any examples of qualities that she was looking for. I don't feel like we spent enough time with Renato or the two of them together on screen to feel much about their relationship. I wish we had been developing their romantic feelings for each other from the beginning and then actually courting instead of them coming off as insta-love.
Yeah, other than their date around town on the way home from visiting her parents, it would have been nice to see them interacting more with each other.
I would have liked to know Renato more deeply as a person too, because it's like he never made it past being a kind-hearted prince cutout. Like, where was his backstory, or personality quirks, or anything that made him stand out as a specific entity? I was also a little weirded out by the implication that his aide gave us, thinking that Renato would ravish Mimi while she was drunk, even though we had been given no evidence to support that he was that vile kind of man. All that is to say, I was rooting for Ida and Placido's relationship much more. If not for them, this show wouldn't have felt much like a romance for the lack of elements that I enjoy. But I did enjoy watching Mimi interact with people and trying to help them. She's spunky with a happy-go-lucky attitude and gives the show a happier mood. And the animation was playful, with a lot of flair and exaggerated movements. While Mimi is a skilled martial artist, I would say that the title is a little misleading about how often she's going to be punching people, because it's dramatically less often than May I Ask for One Final Thing. And it's not until episode 7 that they finally acknowledge that her hairpin is brass knuckles.
She does a good job talking through most of the problems that arise, so she does get to avoid conflict most of the time.
It makes her into a very capable heroine who can get through anything, which I liked. That's why I'm glad that even though she became the crown princess, the royal family didn't try to completely train the tomboy out of her. Even though the royal family would like for her to be more refined around others, they don't make her feel bad for being herself. I expected a little more pushback and drama around integrating her into the kingdom, but that's just not the kind of show this ended up being. As a mild spoiler, they had only just announced their engagement to the kingdom by the finale of the show, so it makes me wonder if them being an official couple would give us more of the actual relationship and character building that was missing here. So Always a Catch was a fine, almost good 6.5 out of 10.